Hi, I'm Nelson Hill, Electronic Service Team Leader here at Yalabo USA. And today we're going to go over the optional EEPROG interfaces on the HL/SL, and this also applies to the CF31 and 41 as well. They all take the same module, and the menus are very similar. So the module installs in the rear, and it gives us 3 connections. And we go to the menu. Scroll all the way down till you see inputs, outputs. Press OK. The SV out is the external stock eye connections, which are a voltage output on the SL/HL only. We have 3 channels of outputs. 2 are voltage, and the third one is a current output. So we'll go up to the first voltage one. So the output can be set for actual internal, or we can change it to the set point, the power percentage, or the actual external if we had an actual external sensor. So we'll leave it at actual internal. We can change the output. So right now 0 volts says it's -99. Since this is on a heating bath, we'll set that to say 20, and then scroll down, and since this can't go to 400, we'll set this to 250, which is the maximum for the bath. So now 0 volt output for this channel will be 20C at 20C, and the 250C will be 10 volt output. On channel 3, which is the current output, so again you have the same options. You can set it for set point, power, actual external, or actual internal. We'll leave it at set point. But we also have an option to change from 0 to 20 or 4 to 20, depending on what your system is set up for. And again, we can set the 4 milliamps. Say we'll set that for 20. And set the 20 milliamps for 250. So now your 4 milliamp output would equal 20C, the 20 milliamp output would equal 250C. The EEPROG is the input. So this would be either a voltage or current input from your system that could be set for setting the set point. So we press OK. So the input is set to set point. It can be set to pressure and flow rate, but they are not possible on this model. There's no way to actually control that. The variable would be you control the heating percentage or cooling percentage directly using the analog signal. Most people use the set point though. Currently we're set for voltage. This could also again be set for current. And in this case, if you set it for current, you do not have to select between 0 to 20 or 4 to 20 because you're going to scale the input to whatever you're applying. So for right now, we're going to leave it set to voltage. We go to the low value. So I have a process calibrator connected with an output of 0 volts. I press OK, and I'm going to set this for 20. Press OK. Now I'm going to change my output on my process calibrator to 10 volts and wait for at least 30 seconds or so before entering the value. And again, I'm going to use 250 on this. And you should see in the bottom screen, it should show you that it's going to your maximum set point. So after you've scaled in your high value, you can adjust your input voltage. I'm going to take it to roughly 5 volts. And you should see in the bottom line the set point will change to halfway between your high and low values. That tells you that it has scaled the input properly. If it does not, you need to go back through, repeat the process. It may not have taken the voltage or your set point correctly. So the next thing is the external standby. This is a switch contact that you would provide on your system. It's either active or inactive. When it's set to active, you will see in the VFD display that it shows E off. So then in order to start the unit, you need to close the contact. Now I have a shorting plug. I set this for auto start, so it will start up as soon as the contact is closed. And when you disconnect the contact, it will shut down and display E off. The last feature of the analog connections is the alarm output. Currently this is set for standby, but it can be changed to be standby and alarm, or alarm only. We'll set it for alarm and standby. And the contacts can be reversed in the menu. So it's a 3-pin contact currently with the alarm output off. It's pins 2 and 3 are connected. But if we select inverse in this menu, it's going to make pins 1 and 2 the default pins. We'll set it back to the normal. So once we restart the unit, you'll notice the pin contact switches over to pins 1 and 2. And then if we cause the unit to alarm, you will see that it switches back over to pins 2 and 3, indicating that it's in alarm mode. Those are the features of the analog module for your HL/SL and the CF31 and 41, and how to use them.